Namaste. Welcome to the underground. If you've been led here today, I feel like I have some messages for you. What we're going to do today is pick 7 pieces, 7 of my sculptures that relate to tarot. I have 79 pieces, 78 traditional and 1 extra piece. Then we'll clarify with some tarot cards and pull an oracle card at the end. Okay, Libra, before I get started, I always do something special for each sign. And everybody knows you for your scales of justice, but you're also considered a very creative sign, very artistic. So I found this thing in this really cool book. The cover's very tacky, but Shamanism and the Modern Arts, Technician of Ecstasy, Mark Levy. So as it says, it's about shamanism and artists, and the way I came to tarot in the first place was because of books like this where I was very interested and still am in shamanism. And they talked about using tarot as a divination tool. So this is about using intuition the way artists use intuition and the way readers use intuition, the way we should all use intuition. So let's see. It reads, for me, the most important antecedent of contemporary performance artists employing shamanistic practices is the Dadaist poet Hugo Ball. Dadaists use sound poems, chants techniques, automatic drawing, and dreaming to evade the rational mind and enter non-ordinary reality. According to the Dadaist poet and artist Hans Arp, Dada aimed to destroy the reasonable deceptions of man and recover the natural and unreasonable order. Dada wanted to replace the logical nonsense of the men today by the illogical senses. Dada is direct like nature. So, I think that's a great message, something we could all use. Air signs are often more concerned with the mind, strategy, controlling, future events by thinking things through, dealing with things through our minds instead of our intuition. So it's definitely something to bring into your life for better balance. I say, let's roll. What can we get for Libra today? I'm going to write these down. That's 1. 1 for 1. Number 1 is 1. Two is 5. 3 is 55. What's with all these 5s? Might look into that. Maybe that means something to you. Have you seen a lot of 5s? On the clock, or I don't know, might be your address, could be a lot of things. 90, well, can't have 91, so we just make that, we'll do it again, because we already have 1. 61. Next one is the 5th piece. What can we get for Libra? 10, 19. 2 more. 73. Whoops. 1 more for Libra. What does Libra need to know? Oh, we got 1 again. We got 1 like 3 times. Okay. 68. By the way, the pieces here that I put out for us to look at while we talked are the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. Your other piece would be the 4 of Swords. You could see, everybody knows the 3 of Swords. Traditionally, that's the piece with 3 swords and a heart, about pain and loss. And then we have the, oh, I'm sorry, did I say, well, this is the 2. This is the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords, as you can tell, here is about making a choice. Back and forth in the seesaw, head over heart, heart over head. Ideally, would be in the middle. more balanced. Okay, I'll go pick out your pieces and be right back. Okay, I had to move the camera so you can get a better look at things. First off, you could just use your eyes, pause the video if you want, and think about what you see here. We have a couple animals, I guess you could call them, right? Snakes and a cat. We have a crown, we have a throne, some type of royalties here. Snakes usually mean something sly's going on, and that is the case here. These first 3 pieces represent the problem. We're going to do 7 pieces. The first 3 are the problem, the second 3 are the solution, and the last piece is the outcome, the 7th piece. So I'll tell you what these are real quick. First piece on the left, the snakes, is the 7 of Swords, one of your air pieces. Specifically, it's Aquarius and the moon. The center piece is the Queen of Wands. I think we have some moon energy going on here. She's Aries, and of course gender doesn't matter in any of these. And then the third piece on the right is the Emperor, more Aries. So we have a lot of fire here, powerful fire, because we have Major Arcana and we have a court piece. So what I see going on here, we don't have reverses. I'm not using reverses because the first row are problems. So I would tend to think we should read them more as the reverse, but we can go back and forth. I mean, in upright, the 7 of Swords, it's very kind of dark energy. It's about doing things undercover, like stealth. That could have to do with, I don't know, people call it stalking, but that could just mean looking for information. Asking questions, doing searches, could be watching people in different ways, hopefully not stalkerish kind of stuff. But mainly I see it, well, all these 3 pieces here, since it's in the problem section, are about trying to win. Something shady's happened, and everybody here wants to win, and pretty much do it in any way that they can. So the second 2 pieces are both Aries, both fire. Upright, they're great energy, very fiery, passionate, but they can also be so passionate that it causes problems. That could turn into, say, trying to be domineering, pushing really hard, doing whatever it takes to win. And the thing about Libra, though, is, and air, they're more about what's going on in the head. So this will be more to do with planning in their case, being strategic, smart. Using intelligence. Intelligence like in the brain, maybe intelligence like in the Secret Service or whatever. But it's likely that something was hidden because we have the moon here too. And it was brought to light and caused some problems. With the 2 fire signs, that passion could also go too far and have to do with the ego. The ego could become the problem. And that could lead to jealousy, bad tempers, fighting. The other thing, looking at them, I have to think that this could be a couple. The Emperor and the Queen of Wands could be a couple. They say court cards are real people in our lives. So this could actually be 3 people involved. It could be air and 2 fire. If it is a couple, that's one tough power couple to deal with. Very strong energy. All right. I think we've said enough about these 3 pieces. So I already rolled for the next 3. Probably have to move the camera again. Sorry about that, but I want you to be able to see the pieces well. Okay, be right back. All right, we have the next 3 pieces. I put them in front so we can see them a little better. This is the row for the solutions. At first glance, you see some scary looking things going on here. So it might not feel like these are great solutions. Maybe they aren't. We'll see as we go through. First, I'll tell you what we have here. On the left, we have the 5 of Swords. All 5s are tough energy, conflict, loss, fighting. In this case, it's more about, again, a little bit of a sneaky energy. You know, in traditional tarot, this card usually has a guy with swords. He's kind of stealing and he's going to run off with them. And then in the center, we have the Page of Cups. I chose to use a volcano because emotions are overflowing with the page. Pages are youthful energy. They can come in very hot, you know, sexy. It's all about love and emotions. But because it's a page, they might not be in check. the way they should be in balance. You know, they're out of balance a little. But that's, we'll get to the solutions though, because that's more like the problem, isn't it? Same with the last piece, Ten of Swords. Again, air energy. Usually this piece is shown with 10 swords stuck in the back of somebody. This is a Gemini piece. In this case, I chose to have the swords in the front. It's like this person being stabbed knows who stabbed them, at least, looking right at them. Is that even worse? I don't know. And again, it begs the question, what's the solution here? So we have a lot of swords. We have cups, swords, a lot of fire. Everybody is here but Earth so far. We could still get some in our clarifying in the last piece. So as far as solutions go, because that is the placement here, I would have to say, we already talked about the problems, and maybe those problems, they could appear worse than they are. The page here has that kind of energy, and so does the Five of Swords in reverse. And we had this chance of this cups boiling over if they were confronted. So it might be that it's better to accept things and look past them, or move on to a new beginning. That's more page energy. And with the 10, actually with all these pieces, it could be all about acceptance. Now I personally hate acceptance. I've fought it my whole life. I'm a fire sign. I like to solve problems, and I will fight until I have no choice but to accept. And I've learned that lesson. It might be the biggest lessons I've learned in the past few years. Sometimes you just have to accept things and move on. And this seems like a love spread to me. If it's about love, when you accept something, you accept an ending, say, you can still have love. You can accept it, still love the person, but at the same time, you have to move on. Sometimes that might be the best thing for them. There could be circumstances where, for the good of all, not just ourselves, it's better to accept what happened and just move forward. And if that's the case, you can find new love. Say it's a twin flame and you think, well, I could never find anybody else. Well, we have soulmates out there. If you haven't met one, you certainly can. All right, so let's see what's next. Our final piece. I have it right here. I pulled it when I went and got the other one. Let's see if I can fit it in here. I'll show it to you anyway. This is the Two of Pentacles, Earth. So now we have all the elements. This is obviously about making a choice. Balancing, juggling. Could be about money, but choices can come in a lot of forms. Even in love, money could be a factor for some people. Could be part of the mix to make the right decision. Although, like the earlier piece I showed you with the seesaw, I tend to think in matters of love, it's better heart over head. You never know if it's somebody who has money problems, or you feel like they could need, maybe you feel like you don't have enough money. Maybe you feel there's a problem with their career. You never know. Maybe together as a power couple, like we have here in the back, the Queen and the Emperor, you could become a power couple. And actually, they say with twin flames, it's two sides of the same person. So if you were whole, maybe that would bring better life to both of you in every area. Move this down a little. Whoops. Not real smooth, huh? Well, I'm thinking we should clarify a couple pieces. See if I could fit some cards in the front here. I have this deck already shuffled. Been using it a lot lately. But I'll shuffle 2 more times, just kind of heat up the cards. I'll do it on the side over here. So I don't know if we really talked enough about it, but the solution, the Two of Pentacles, the solution to this whole thing, whatever it is about making a choice. And it's probably better, it always makes sense to take time, the right amount of time though. And we got to watch it with air, that it's not a stuck energy, keep going around and around over and over, because there are some hints of that here with the 7 and the 5 of Swords. The 10 of Swords hopefully means that's ending, and that's the solution too, part of the solution, that we're at the end of that cycle. At least it could just be getting out of our heads end of the cycle, and we're ready to make this choice. If we don't make a choice, next thing we'll get is a Tower or justice or judgment. Something's going to come in, Spirit will come in and make that choice for us. Who knows, maybe we'll get one of those cards now. So I'm going to try to get a popper here. Whoop. Too fast. Hope they come out that quick once I ask what we're doing here. I think we need one for the problem. I'd go with the 7 of Swords. Let me think. Yeah, let's go with 7 of Swords. One card for 7 of Swords for Libra. One card for Libra. One card for Libra, please. They were popping out like crazy before. Alright. There's too many. I'll tell you what we got though. We got the 5 of Swords again. Wait, do we have the 5 here? Yeah. 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands in reverse. Very similar. 2 5s. That would make 3 5s if I would have used them. Alright, let's just use them. 3 5s. That's crazy. So 3 5s. Talk about confirmation. That one. 5 of Pentacles. That's so 5 of Swords. We talked about that already. 5 of Pentacles, more about loss with money, tangible things. Then the 8 of Wands. Sag piece. That's me. They say it's about quick communication. It's also very targeted, energetic, powerful, fast. A lot of people say it's like text messages because they come in so quick. You know, it's instantaneous. But it came in reverse. So, that means a lack of communication. Could be slower. It's not happening as quick as you want. We're starting to get quite a few pentacles here. That could also mean a delay. Something I don't think you like any more than, say, the fire signs here. But that's what we have. That's there to clarify the 7 of Swords. So it's similar energy. The only difference is we were talking about the 7 being more behind the scenes. Might be a little more overt if a message is involved or tangible things are involved. Not so secret like the moon. So some things might be coming more clear. Let's do one more for the solution this time. Let's do the cups. Let's get one. Please clarify. The Page of Cups. Alright, we got one already. Wow. That's the the Ace of Cups. That's very good. Beautiful. This is worth looking at closely. See, there's a butterfly. That always means transformation. Very hopeful. And spirits involved. Emotions, love, overflowing, bursting. Usually aces signal new energy. It could be in something old. New energy is coming to it. But a lot of times it means new energy. We have this, we have the Page. Flowing. Emotions are flowing and bursting. Very energetic looking and beautiful. At the top, we see these porpoises or dolphins, I can never tell. But a lot of people say dolphins mate for life. Fact is, I don't know. I've read both sides. So some people still believe that. Others, though, scientists say that's not true. In fact, they're pretty promiscuous. So as an ace, and we're talking about a love spread here, you can decide for yourself what this all means. I look at tarot as a great source of getting messages. And they can be disparate. They could be a little piece here, a little piece there. Maybe sometimes they don't make sense for some people, but they do make sense for others because life's complicated. Relationships are complicated. And I like to look for synchronicities in life, and I think we all should. So look at this. Maybe you heard a song and some words stuck out to you. Maybe a friend said something. Maybe you see these, I don't know, maybe you saw animals and the animals meant something to you. We have snakes and a cat here. Could be your dreams. I had so many dreams last night. Oh my God. I wrote down 3 of them. I think there were more. Every night lately I've been getting dreams. Some more disturbing than others. Some brought more clarity. Some brought questions. So when I listen to tarot, I find people I like. I listen to the whole reading and I take what really resonates with me, along with not just what resonates in the reading, but how that connects to everything else going on. All right, so I'm going to pull 1 oracle card for you. This is a love reading, plus I love Rumi, so I'm going to use Rumi deck. So what happens is we have this Rumi cards. I think there's 44. I don't know. And we shuffle. And then each card has a number. And then we read out of the book very briefly. I'm going to shuffle 2 times quick. Okay. Get a Rumi oracle card, maybe get some advice. Pull the reading together, clarification, confirmations. 1 card, please. 1 card for Libra. All right, we got one. Kind of flipped around the middle. Oh, we got this the other day. The Hand of Fatima. Ready? It's almost 3 pages long, but the poem's only a little over 1. I can never leave you, not for a moment, not for an hour. You are in everything I do. You are my everything. My drink is your sweetness. I move to your command. I am a surrendered prey in your hands, and you are my consuming lion. Your soul and my soul are truly one soul. I swear to our one soul, I long for no one but you. In the garden of your grass, I am only a germinating sprout. Rumi. Okay, it's been great. I enjoyed the reading. Everything that happens is a surprise to me. What pieces come out, what pieces come next to each other, what it all looks like together. This is a new channel, so please remember to share, like, comment, and subscribe. Love y'all.